The penultimate round of the Shamkir Chess tournament is about to start. We see Maxime Vachier-Lagrave arriving and Mickey Adams, behind him Fabiano Caruana and his second Vladimir Chuchilov, Shakhriyar Mamedyarov and Ralph Mamedov walking together, but meanwhile Wesley So, who likes to be early, has been sitting in the playing hall for a while. The Carlsen team, with Magnus, his father Henrik and Peter Heine Nielsen, arrive last. They also prefer to walk to the playing hall on a day when the weather is nice. The game between Carlsen and So has been called a key encounter since So started this tournament so strongly. The game was a good fight on a high level, and Carlsen might have had a slight plus before the players agreed to a draw.
I mean, let's let's take stock after tomorrow. A lot can happen on the last day. Yeah? So I think it's important not to look back before the tournament is over.
Vladimir Kramnik, who had lost 3 games in a row, won a good game against Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, who seemed completely out of form.
Well, I mean, fortunately for me, the position was so nice and not so much to calculate, really. I mean, otherwise, of course, I would have blundered something, but it was really difficult. I mean, I tried my best, but it was difficult to, variations were not very complicated.
Ralph Mamedov keeps on playing the solid chess he has been showing from the start. Today he drew his game with Fabiano Caruana.
I wanted to get a game today. I didn't want to do anything crazy though. I mean, Ralph is a very strong player, and there was really no reason for me to get too ambitious. But I was satisfied with the opening because I thought I got a pretty interesting position with some chances to play for a win. But okay, I think he played very well, and a draw is the logical result. So.
Another player who wasn't in great shape today was Anish Giri, who was basically lost out of the opening against Mickey Adams.
I didn't understand when my position would be so bad, so I didn't seriously consider that. I thought this position was unclear after move 23-24, but it's probably very bad just.
Last but not least, Viswanathan Anand won an excellent game against Shakhriyar Mamedyarov using the Spanish 4 knights.
Well, to be honest, my second just showed me this line and said, well, why don't you try it? It's rather unusual, and there's some... this Chinese player, Wei Yi, had just played a game a few days back in Yerevan. So we looked at it quickly. I mean, with Shakhriyar, I have the same problem as that it's very difficult to be sure what he will do. So I had to prepare other things as well. And so this seemed like a nice system to keep in hand. And then I did some work in the other stuff that I expected from him as well. I would obviously prefer to have stuff ready without this last-minute pressure. But on the other hand, I have to admit that this last-minute pressure is when I get some of my most productive ideas. I mean, that's just the way it is. The morning before the game, somehow I find myself asking the right questions, and generally I get good work done, even if it's a bit in panic. At home, yeah, you try to think up some concepts which you can use, but I always end up preparing at the last minute anyway.